everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Foles' Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Okay. Yo. What's going on, man? Oh, man, I'm so tired.
The play clock's running down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi.
Yeah, dude, I'm running this, man. I tell you, I'm running this. I was playing it last, like,
a big gain there on the first
I feel
play
you,
of the
but
game.
last night,
45 yards.
Last night I came across this and I said, okay.
Jeffrey will go in motion right.
Okay.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Wentz to throw on second down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage.
So
that one good for the completion percentage, but no gain.
I mean,
third down. In motion right is Jeffrey. Here's a giant.
Yeah, I use it mainly for this run.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down.
It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. They told us repeatedly.
Actually, I should have waited a second more.
We need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You're going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
What is?
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Good, good.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Now it's Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 39 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, Devontae Freeman scored the first points of Super Bowl 51,
probably
and he's got the first points here as he's in
there's
for
probably
6.
something with the lineman. You know, there's like some kind of
that didn't work
physical
out so
logic.
well for them in Super Bowl 51 against New
too.
England when he scored the first touchdown in that game. But I like what they've started with here. Now, here's the thing about Freeman. I love his game. Can run it inside, can get to the perimeter, can catch the football, pass protects, has an incredible passion for the game.
Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. And, Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters losing the all-world left tackle? And Halapoulivaati Vaitai, who they drafted the year before, filled in quite capably. They had answers for everything they needed.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 61 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts.
Yeah.
All right, because once he took off.
Hey, man, let me tell you, because what happened is I was trying to get a game with you guys last night. You guys didn't come on. Let me put it ranked, but I said, before I do, let me go add, I taking
Falcons taking over on offense in just a second, and you know this year ended
and I was like,
in
let
disappointing
me just go
fashion.
put that
Now,
back, 'cause I know
last
that's
year was the ultimate version of heartbreak, but if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you're in the Super Bowl, you're playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
So I've seen the one play with the crossing route.
You can give him opportunities to go up
and
get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise there in the dime. Gabriel, the man in motion. Now Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vic Beasley able to drop him for a loss of a couple. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down. They run with Ajayi. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Yeah.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Wentz on 3rd down. This complete left side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Jeffrey will go in motion right. They run for it with Ajayi. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They stay on the ground.
I didn't let him go out.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. This is Ajayi. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Play action. Now Wentz.
You didn't come underneath that.
Picked off down near the 5, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He had all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP.
Yeah, but you got to figure
that one out.
He still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady.
In their little community, they're all using.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
I think it's also
and it never hurts
to
have that good feeling as the game moves on.
Yeah.
Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards.
Aw, make a play.
It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and you don't see that every day.
What's
Actually
wrong with
lost
you, Jesse? You can't
14 yards there on the return. But I guess the important thing, they have possession of the football. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back to the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Graham in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Fielded at the 20.
I didn't put the
return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. I want to give a hat tip.
Yeah, but I figure you're going to toast the
possession
anyway.
Switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, it's you coming across like that, but just following the play.
On play action, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And
I should have let him come back
and
more.
A timeout called by the kicking team. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So on 4th down, like I said, I just put this in last night, so I want to test a couple of things.
Back deep here, Andre Roberts.
If I motion the other guy.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
But no, it don't look the same, does it? And he motions the wide receiver. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Gabriel, the man in motion. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now it's Ajayi. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I just want to see what this is going to do.
In motion right is Jeffrey. On play action, it's Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Why wait, hold on. Isaiah's claiming I took this from him?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
He said no, because I had said, I got some understanding thing I want to try, and he's like, you watched the stream with,
now as they get set to take over here.
What's
they
his
have
name?
the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
You don't know I've been running under center? The last game we played, wasn't I doing
tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
Why would
you are looking for some separation
if
in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
If I'm not the type to go and try to take his other thing, why would I say, let me start doing it?
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Don't make sense that he
takes
everybody.
And just shy of the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, I managed that. What's that?
On first down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Gabriel, the man in motion. To throw is Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 26 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Jeffrey will go in motion right. They run again with a jive. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. In motion right is Jeffrey. And to give this time to the tailback. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Ertz has it left side. 5 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Philadelphia first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to.
Man.
Pick up a first down.
And he'll be taken down.
Yeah, but you know I'm doing it now, so what's the point? You know what I'm saying?
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Uses the spin. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Jeffrey will go in motion right. Wentz now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The open man is Smith. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL.
Come on, make a play.
Throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's caught by Smith. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly looked like the Torrey Smith we knew in Baltimore. A guy can just run past defenses, and what do they say? Take the top right off of them.
Game-changing
Either that or you got to
speed.
dedicate.
The days in Baltimore,
And
good
like
days
I'm not
in Sanford,
using the.
not so great, but now hoping to get back to his former
Oh,
self.
you got to put a purple.
An extremely motivated wide receiver in Torrey Smith.
In motion right is Jeffrey. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are back within a score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Yeah, but that motion, it's like the blocking the wide receivers, yeah.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now a play fake. Wentz.
Hold it, bro.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This guy said, I seen you sit in this formation. Oh, sorry, you saw me sit in this formation. Now you're running. Dude, I promise you.
Gabriel, the man in motion. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of Philadelphia.
Dude.
It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down.
He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand. See, okay, to be honestly, wasn't I running pistol trips and all that other stuff? Like where I have somebody to the side and then I'll push it. Yeah, I'm running that stuff.
Gabriel,
so if I'm looking for formations like that, I'm not trying to do a stop here.
On 2nd down, Ryan.
So why would I all of a sudden...
Connects with Sanu right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Why would I now?
Yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Ryan
Oh,
leads
I
with
thought you were
Freeman
going to
on
come
the
to that
draw.
hole. This is
And
stupid.
he's got a first
It's
down as he's
Freeman
up
is
to the
dumb.
48.
Freeman is just dumb.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It's not just that. He just runs
Is he
different.
getting stronger
He
as this
runs
game moves
different.
along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Here's Ryan.
Oh, there's no pressure, bro.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks
I said
this one away
everybody,
for
dog.
long, incomplete.
It don't make no
Now it's
sense.
third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry.
I said,
well,
nah.
that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Gabriel, the man in motion. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A phrase we said a lot last year. Ryan to Jones for a Falcon
Yeah, Isaiah, if
first
you're
down.
watching, I promise you this has nothing to do with you.
Looks like the defense in press
I
coverage here.
know you want to take credit, but
Throwing now. Ryan on first down.
you had me.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10 now. Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on the big
God,
third
who
down.
is this
That's
linebacker?
caught over the middle. Hooper.
That Kendricks is slow ass.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Well, I'm supposed to have a league game, and you didn't tag me, which is weird.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
This guy said, as soon as he said I was going to run under center, he asked me to stream to see
Ryan
if
on first down.
Nah.
A swing pass caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Hold on,
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy
I
type of a
pride
throw.
in
I
not
think he
trying to
looks at
take
it
other
as,
stuff. Like,
I can
we've
do
seen
it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Cross play for how many years? And I'll never, like, I may
Just
run it
play after
one
play
time in the
after
game,
play
but I
on
don't
this
try to
long
use it
drive
as
for
a
the
scheme.
offense. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
Now,
He's the reason that they lead right now.
Like,
no question about it.
When I
you
watched
talk
the
about
game,
on his
I'll be
back,
honest, I was
he's not
watching
minding the
more to
extra
see how
weight
he
at
was
all,
stopping
carrying
dudes
that
running
just
this.
as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
It'll be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
They'll start out on the ground with a J. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
Now what? What are you talking about? So Isaiah, I can tell you,
Jeffrey
this
will
has
go in
nothing to do
motion
with you.
right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They fake the give. Now Wentz.
You don't come out of this
Throwing
stuff,
over
man.
the middle, and it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Now a handoff running off tackle right. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. He's gonna let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. In motion right is Jones. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be taken down near the 20
but I know you. I mean, you were doing the run.
Credited with a
on
1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Passing defense, so.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now it's Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange.
And he'll take it.
Yeah, but Atlanta's run, you can't,
Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Nah, trade dive play. I'm not even running dive. What are you talking about?
Here's Bosher
and he's lying because the play that I kept seeing him kill Bryce with was a draw play, not a
Fielded
dive
about
play.
a yard deep.
connection and stuff, man.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
I haven't even
the
tried
Eagles
it.
offense back out onto the field.
Let me
They're
try it
down
now,
big here
here.
late. I don't know.
Let me see what you're talking
one
about.
last drive here for pride.
Some people
Let me
like
see
to
what
do
you're
that.
talking about. 'Cause
We were
I
playing for a guy once we were down huge.
I didn't even try it back.
What do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Slot man moves right.
Well, I figure he's
and
what's he doing?
incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
He's putting his middle linebacker.
No, he's
putting his middle linebacker in a deep blue.
He's the one that has to absorb
Either
the
man up the
contact, and as a
safety
result,
or
unable to hold on to the football.
putting the safety in the yellow. Yeah. I mean, he's
on
open.
third down.
I don't really care. That's the thing. I'm not. It was more of a okay. What is Bryce doing to frustrate him, and what's he doing to frustrate the run? I'm really not even watching any of it for me. Like, I can't stress that enough.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.